Clint Eastwood was born on May 31st, 1930, in San Francisco, California, during the depths of the Great Depression. Raised in a working-class family, Eastwood's early years were marked by hardship, frequent moves, and the resilience required to survive. His father, a steelworker, and his mother, a secretary, taught him the value of hard work and independence. As a child, Eastwood experienced the effects of economic instability, often relocating due to his father's work. This upbringing instilled in him a sense of grit and self-reliance, qualities that would define both his on-screen persona and personal character. Eastwood's humble roots were a stark contrast to the world of Hollywood fame he would later enter, but they laid the foundation for his career in cinema. The breakthrough, Rawhide in his early Hollywood fame. Eastwood's first big break came in the late 1950s when he was cast as Rowdy Yates in the television series Rawhide. The Western series, which ran from 1959 to 1965, introduced Eastwood to a wide audience and helped him gain recognition as a rising star. While Rawhide gave him his first taste of fame, it was his collaboration with Italian director Sergio Leone that propelled him to international stardom. Eastwood's role in A Fistful of Dollars, 1964, followed by For a Few Dollars More, 1965, and The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, 1966, solidified his place in cinematic history. The gritty, morally ambiguous character he portrayed resonated deeply with audiences, and these films would forever change the Western genre. The rise of the spaghetti Western and Eastwood's iconic roles. Eastwood's portrayal of the man with no name in the Dollars trilogy became one of the most iconic performances in film history. These spaghetti westerns, produced primarily in Italy, were marked by their darker tone, gritty realism, and complex characters. Eastwood's characters in these films were the antithesis of the heroic, clear-cut cowboys from earlier Hollywood westerns. The anti-heroic figures he portrayed introduced a sense of moral ambiguity that was groundbreaking at the time. Alongside Ennio Morricone's unforgettable music scores, these films established Eastwood as an international star and forever changed the way westerns were made. The Dollars trilogy remains a cornerstone of both Eastwood's legacy and the western genre. Dirty Harry, the hard-boiled cop who defined a generation. In 1971, Clint Eastwood introduced one of his most iconic characters, Detective Harry Callahan in Dirty Harry. The film's tagline, "Do you feel lucky, punk?" became one of the most famous lines in movie history, capturing the tough, no-nonsense essence of Eastwood's character. The film, centered around the hard-edged cop who bent the rules to deliver justice, resonated deeply with audiences in an era marked by rising crime rates and growing disillusionment with authority. The success of Dirty Harry and its sequels cemented Eastwood's reputation as a tough, uncompromising action star. The series also explored deeper themes of justice and morality, showing Eastwood's ability to tackle more than just action-packed storylines. A versatile actor, Eastwood's expanding career in the 70s and 80s. Eastwood's career didn't stay confined to just action films. In the 1970s and 1980s, he expanded his range, starring in a variety of genres. Films such as The Gauntlet, 1977, showcased his action skills, while Every Which Way But Loose, 1978, proved his talent for comedy. Eastwood's ability to navigate between action, drama, and comedy demonstrated his versatility and allowed him to explore new creative territories. He continued to challenge the audience's expectations, and with each new role, he solidified his position as one of the most dynamic actors in Hollywood. By now, Eastwood was also honing his skills as a director, setting the stage for the next chapter in his career. Directorial debut, Play Misty for Me and the Birth of a Filmmaker. Eastwood's interest in filmmaking led him to step behind the camera for the first time with his directorial debut in 1971's Play Misty for Me. The thriller, about a radio DJ stalked by a fan, was a critical and commercial success. With Play Misty for Me, Eastwood proved his talents as a director, demonstrating a keen understanding of suspense, character, and atmosphere. The film allowed him to explore the psychological thriller genre and set the tone for his future directorial work. Eastwood's success as a filmmaker was solidified by the film's success, and he quickly became known for his ability to craft character-driven narratives that resonated deeply with audiences. Unforgiven, a turning point in Eastwood's career. In 1992, Clint Eastwood directed and starred in Unforgiven, a film that marked a turning point in his career. The film was a revisionist Western that deconstructed the myth of the Old West, offering a somber reflection on violence, morality, and redemption. Unforgiven won 4 Academy Awards, including Best Picture and Best Director, and was widely regarded as one of the greatest Westerns ever made. Eastwood's handling of the film's themes and his nuanced portrayal of the flawed protagonist marked a new phase in his filmmaking career. Unforgiven showcased Eastwood's ability to evolve as both an actor and a director, tackling complex moral questions with depth and sensitivity. Eastwood's continued success, Mystic River and $1 Million Baby. The 2000s were marked by continued success for Clint Eastwood, both in front of and behind the camera. Films such as Mystic River, 2003, and $1 Million Baby, 2004, further cemented his reputation as one of Hollywood's most respected filmmakers. Mystic River, a gripping drama about loss and redemption, earned multiple Academy Award nominations, while $1 Million Baby earned Eastwood another Best Director Oscar, as well as a Best Picture award. Eastwood's ability to tackle difficult, character-driven narratives allowed him to remain relevant in a changing cinematic landscape. His films continued to explore the complexities of human nature, dealing with themes such as grief, sacrifice, and resilience. American Sniper and a career spanning decades. In 2014, Clint Eastwood directed American Sniper, a biographical war film about Navy SEAL Chris Kyle. The film was a commercial and critical success, earning 6 Academy Award nominations. American Sniper became one of Eastwood's most commercially successful films, adding another significant chapter to his career. Eastwood's work, spanning several decades, continued to be marked by his unflinching exploration of the human condition. From Dirty Harry to American Sniper, Eastwood's films have tackled themes of war, masculinity, and personal sacrifice, reinforcing his status as a master storyteller with the ability to engage audiences with both entertainment and thought-provoking content. Legacy of Clint Eastwood. A cultural icon. Clint Eastwood's legacy extends far beyond his acting and directing achievements. Known for his minimalist style, Eastwood has influenced not only filmmakers, but also the cultural landscape. His films have tackled complex social issues, including the consequences of violence, personal responsibility, and the blurred lines of morality. His stoic screen persona has become iconic, yet his work as a director has shown his ability to tackle more vulnerable, emotional material. Eastwood's influence on cinema, particularly the Western genre, is profound, and his work continues to inspire new generations of filmmakers and actors. As one of Hollywood's most enduring figures, Eastwood's legacy is defined by his creativity, his fearlessness in tackling difficult subjects, and his ability to reinvent himself throughout his career. Eastwood's personal life, a series of complex relationships. Clint Eastwood's personal life, like his professional one, has been a subject of much public interest. Known for his charismatic yet elusive nature, Eastwood has had several high-profile relationships, both inside and outside the entertainment industry. He has been romantically linked to a number of women, including actresses, dancers, and journalists. His personal relationships often drew media attention, adding to the mystique that surrounded him. Despite the public interest, Eastwood has generally preferred to keep details of his romantic life private, further fueling the intrigue. His relationships have been marked by passion, complexity, and at times a controversy, but they also played an important role in shaping the man behind the legendary persona. Emotional wounds. Clint Eastwood's lasting feelings for Sondra Locke. At the age of 95, Clint Eastwood opened up about his feelings for Sondra Locke, admitting that she was the only person who ever truly left an emotional scar on him. In a rare moment of vulnerability, Eastwood reflected on their tumultuous relationship and the deep emotional wound that Locke had left. He confessed that Locke had the power to make him feel things he hadn't wanted to feel, leading to a personal collapse that he could never fully recover from. Despite the public nature of their breakup, Eastwood's words revealed a quieter, more introspective side to the man who had spent his life projecting strength and control. This rare insight into Eastwood's emotional life reveals a side of him few have seen, adding depth to the image of the stoic, hard-edged Hollywood icon.